Hey my beautiful divas, it's Dew here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new here. Today we're going to be doing a 3D chrome and an aura GelX set. My current set has had its moments, so we're going to be getting rid of those. So before we start, I'm super excited because Savonland actually reached out to me and sent me this 3D sculpting gel to try out. And I've seen this gel a lot on TikTok where people are creating these really cool designs, especially some of the Korean nail techs that I am following. They are making these like 3D puffy animals which are super cute. But I've also been seeing a ton of other cool designs like the 3D abstract swirls that are literally plastered all over my Pinterest page, or also those 3D chrome Frenchies that went viral on TikTok, and even these like super cute puffy Frenchies. I know that the puffy look has been trendy as well. I low-key really want to recreate this set though in a future video, so if you do want to see me do that, let me know in the comments below. So yeah, I'll be using this gel to create our set today, and I can't wait to show you guys how it works. So let's get right into it then. To start off, I'm going to file all of this off using this coarse ceramic bit. I think this bit is called a cylindrical head. Honestly, I love this bit so much, you guys, only because it has like the safety end that doesn't really cut or hurt my cuticles when I'm filing. It has been such a game changer for me, especially because I remember when I first started doing nails, I used to file so much and I always cut my cuticles and my skin. It looked really raw, and looking back, oh my gosh. What I like to do now is file off about 80% of the gel and leave the rest on my nail plate, and this helps protect my nail plate from further or any damages. Alright, so next up is the prep. Before this step, I did buff my nails, and now I'm using the Sally Hansen's cuticle remover. I'm going to be applying that on my cuticles and just let it sit for like a minute before I wipe that off. And then I'm going to be using my metal cuticle pusher, and I'm going to be carefully pushing my cuticles back. Guys, you could actually damage your nail plate if you're not doing this correctly. So if you're a little bit new, I would recommend just maybe using a softer cuticle pusher like the plastic one or the wooden ones. For the excess dry skin that is poking out of my cuticles, I am using my cuticle nippers, and I'm using this technique where I just pull the dead skin off. After that, I'll use my dehydrator to get rid of any oils or dirt that I have on my nail and get them nice and clean. Then I'm going to be priming my nail. I'm using an up and down motion to basically get into all of the etched grooves that I have created when I did buff my nails. This step in particular helps me adhere the gel onto my nail, especially the base coat. I never put too much because I remember when I first started off and I applied a lot of primer, I thought that helped with the longevity of the nail, and they ended up lifting so much, like in 2 to 3 days they just popped off. So I recommend here like less is more. Next, I'm applying my base coat, and oh my gosh, you guys, this base coat is so old. I've had this for a while and the consistency is like so thick, it's like really hard to manage. So I had to use an external brush that I had for my own and just like applied a really thin layer to make it just more manageable and I had more control. And you guys, I do want to invest in a really good quality base coat, but I'm not really sure what kind of brands are out there that are good. So if you do have any recommendations, please do let me know. So in this step, it has been a very crucial step I have been implementing, and so that would be builder gel. So my nails are really weak, and they have always been like that even before I got into nails. And so if your nails are like mine where they chip or break really fast, I'd recommend this step. When you apply a thin layer of builder gel, it gives it that thickness and robustness that it needs to hold its shape and keeps the structural integrity as well. And also, make sure when they are cured, you guys do need to wipe off the sticky layer and buff them. And finally, it's time for the almond GelX. Oh my goodness, you guys, look how low I'm running on my tips right now. To size my nail, I made sure that they fit from sidewall to sidewall, and I also do leave gaps in between the cuticle and the actual nail. Alright, so we're using a Jello base coat to adhere to the nails, and honestly guys, you know I'm not the biggest fan of this product. But since this cost me like 30 pounds with shipping and an arm and a leg, I'm going to be using this up to get my money's worth basically. So you guys, my application isn't perfect, and I know that there's some spillage here and there that comes off when I do apply the GelX sets. Now I'm using this coarse tungsten bit, and I use it on 4 RPM to basically clean around and blend the cuticle area, and you have to be really careful on how you angle this and have a very light touch. This is why I believe that sealing the cuticle is one of the most important things you can do. It really helps with the longevity, especially when you're cleaning all the sides around, just to prevent lifting. And finally, for the fun part, you guys, I actually get to do stuff on my nails now. We are going to start off painting them with a milky white base. And keep in mind, I did apply 2 coats of milky white. These are so pretty just as they are, but you know me, I'm not just gonna leave them like that. And now we're just gonna be applying a matte top coat on all the nails. You need to cure this for 30 seconds. Here, I'm actually going to pop out the pastels. I've seen a lot of different ways people create aura designs, and today I'm actually going to be using pastels in particular. I'm using this gorgeous purple color. I don't know what it is, but it's really giving. So what I'm going to do is use my edge of my cuticle pusher and just scrape off the powder. This gives me more of a color payoff, but it is very buildable, you guys, so you guys really need to be patient. I know I need to invest in an airbrush machine, however I did hear a lot of different things and did some research on it. It apparently does affect the quality of the air, it diffuses all over the place, and after reading some stuff like that, I'm a little bit reluctant on that, especially because I do have asthma myself, but maybe if I have protective gear, things like that, I might actually give it a shot. So remember when we did cure the matte top coat for 30 seconds? Now after we laid the pastels in, I'm going to cure it for 60 seconds. This will lock in the pigment, and when I do apply another matte top coat on top, it's not going to smear all the pigment over. And now I'm going to layer it with another layer of matte top coat. And you guys, I've seen a lot of different ways people create aura designs. I've tried eyeshadows, I've tried pigments, and I didn't find the best results. So, I mean, I'm kind of glad that I found that pastels worked for me, so you can always give that a shot. They're a lot cheaper than buying an eyeshadow palette or pigments, so it cost me like £5 for this whole set. Ooh, so time for the unboxing, you guys. So it comes in a set, the gel itself obviously, as well as the 2 chrome powders, the silver and gold, and you get also 2 applicators. And here's the instruction manual. Basically shows you the directions, pretty much step by step on how you can use it. Apply the chrome powder. I like that it has a lot of pictures in it, because you guys, let's be honest, I don't like reading. I like pictures. So I'll put that back in the box. I also do have a coupon code from Savvyland if you guys want to purchase anything from them and save 20%. So now I'm actually going to be creating the look that I want, which is going to be like a lava lamp, or more like I'd say a molten metal kind of look on the nails. And I'm basically going to be adding the gel in like really random sporadic patterns, like nothing to it, adding dots here and there, globs here and there basically. And I really like the consistency of this gel. It's not like any other builder gels that I've used, which tend to self-level really fast, and obviously this is to do with the viscosity of the gel, and this one in particularly seems to be in a much thicker viscosity, which doesn't do that. So I would use this for the designs I described earlier, where if you do use a builder gel, it's going to self-level really quick, and it's going to be really tedious having to use your flash cure lamp constantly at each step you apply the gel, which honestly it's really annoying, and I don't really want to go through that. I feel like this gel particularly gives you that kind of like balance. It stays put where I need it. You do need to maneuver it around though. I did flash cure in between my nails. Obviously it is going to self-level if you don't do that. It's gel, and that's how gravity is. So it's time for the chrome, and I'm going to be using the silver chrome that came in with the package, and I'm going to use the applicator to apply that. I rub it in until I see that the shine looks really smooth, because I remember when I did apply chrome before in the past, it was really grainy. I just needed to keep rubbing it in. And to get rid of the chrome, I basically take these little sponges, wipe off the excess, and it comes off so nice and cleanly. It's actually super satisfying, you guys. I really love this step. And to prevent any cross-contamination, I am now going to top coat these nails. I'm going to apply the top coat on top of the dish using a brush and then applying that on top. So here's the final result. Oh my gosh, you guys, these look super cute. I love how these turned out. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. I enjoyed making this. It has been such a learning curve for me, especially when it comes to applying the chrome and the aura, and I'm really happy with how these turned out. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. It really means so much to me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!